it just continues to come down here in Fargo. It's not necessarily a heavy snow, but it's enough that it's obscuring our visibility somewhat. It's leading to some slick roads and sidewalks out there yet again today. And just some not fun conditions to round out the work week. And maybe you're trying to travel again heading into the weekend and running into more weather problems. Well, this isn't necessarily going to be widespread for everybody, but it's out there. So we just want to give you a heads up about what we're dealing with here. Of course, we're seeing it in Fargo, but it's also showing up in other places from the Northern Valley and beyond to the Southern Valley and beyond as this system quickly moves its way through. So we're going to zoom in on the FM area right now, where we've seen the most of the heavier snow lately, and it's right over the metro at this point in time and moving eastward. So it's already starting to kind of, at least this little bout, starting to clear the Mapleton area. Castleton's been quieting down a bit, though there are still some flakes out there. You can see in western Cass County still getting some light snow, but this will be moving its way into Clay County. We're also seeing a little pocket there in Mahnomen, north of Detroit Lakes too, and then farther south, that's where the main area of heavier accumulating snow happens to be, and that's now in southern Minnesota and back over into eastern parts of South Dakota. We're still getting some snow, but it's kind of the remnants of this. And as this continues to move to the east, we'll watch this clear for us from west to east, and that is already starting to happen in our Highway 281 corridor. So visibility low in spots where the snow's falling. We're down to 2 miles in Fargo. That's our lowest number on the map right now. We're at 2.5 in Fosston, and Gwinner's at 3 miles. Have those headlights and taillights on, and of course use all of those winter weather driving precautions as you're out and about today. Temperatures are into the teens to some upper 20s. We're at 26 degrees in Fargo and 27 in Grand Forks. Keep in mind our average high this time of year is in the teens, so we're a lot milder than that, even though it's slightly cooler than yesterday. And checking out your winds, pretty light to the east. We are seeing some gusts pick up in the wake of this system, so we've got a gust to 28 miles per hour in Jamestown and 20 in Oaks. So don't be surprised if you get a gust of wind if you're driving down the road. Perhaps that's going to bring down visibility for a time until the system clears. So here's a look at our hour-by-hour planner. We're going to see again that snow work its way out of here, and then eventually we see perhaps even a little bit of clearing out to the west and getting a little sunshine before it sets in that area. More likely cloud cover hanging around along the heart of the Red River Valley and over to the east heading into the rest of the afternoon and into tonight. So heading into tonight, we're looking at temperatures that will be into the teens and 20s late, and then tomorrow morning starting off our day cooler than we have recently. So you may notice that difference if you're an early riser and stepping out the door at 5 a.m. We're looking at some teens, some low teens, perhaps a couple of places even dipping into the single digits tomorrow morning to start your Saturday. But overall, it's looking like a pretty good day ahead of us here. We're looking at some partly cloudy skies, perhaps mostly cloudy for a time, but more opportunities at sunshine tomorrow. The wind does start to increase as our next system approaches. Afternoon and into the evening hours, we really start to see that happen, and we start to see some hints at precipitation as we head into the late night hours Saturday and into Sunday. But I think this round for the weekend will be more of a wind event, which is not good. We don't want any blowing snow, but the potential is definitely there, especially on Sunday. Temperatures will be mild. That might combat that blowing snow issue with some melting going on and perhaps developing more of a crust on the snow. So it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. But bottom line, it could be not fun driving on those roads on Sunday. And then, of course, next week, we've been warning you, there is a cool down coming up. We're looking at some single digit highs.
All right. Thank you, Lisa.